Supernatural Sunday, my children! It's issue number 10 of Supernatural Thrillers. Appropriate for the 10th anniversary. And most appropriate for the most underrated of monsters, the Mummy. When we last left the living mummy in Kanto, he had fought a mutant supervillain to try to obtain a mystical scarab at the behest of beings that represented elemental forces. Mummy stories, am I right? In Kanto shambles onwards to try to locate the scarab, the object also being his only hope to restore him to life, and not this bandaged unlife. Personally, I've been undead for a very long time, my children, and I think it's the best. He doesn't know what he's giving up! Like skulls and eating flesh! The scarab had been taken by some intruder during the fight, and he had been following their footsteps. But the shifting sands of the desert have erased the trail. As he keeps moving, Encanto has memories of his time before he and his tribe were enslaved by the pharaoh Aram Set. As a member of the Swarili tribe, Encanto underwent the Test of the Lion to prove that he was truly a man. He must slay a lion armed only with a knife. And that's why these tribes slowly died out, as most of its citizens were killed by lions. No, of course, this trial is only for the future chieftains of the tribe, as Encanto's father currently is. The future mummy was able to wrestle the lion and slay it, taking its head back to the tribe. And 7 months later, his father died, and he became the new chief. But all of that means nothing to his current fate, now enslaved to the elementals who grow frustrated by the mummy's failure. They have lost control of him, and Zephyr, the wind elemental, decides to travel to Earth to regain control of him, and hopefully obtain the scarab for themselves. The thief of the scarab, a professional in such robbery named the Asp, is able to hide from Encanto in an oasis, explaining to his partner Uldan their scheme, to sell the red bug gem to Dr. Scarab himself, who is on his way to Egypt at that very moment, then steal it back and sell it to however many they can get away with. He says that Encanto is just some weirdo in a costume, and that he's nothing to worry about. It is apparently lost on you that someone is just wearing a mummy costume even now while chasing you through the desert, and also you live in the Marvel Universe! Goes along with how stupid your sell and re-steal plan is. Encanto encounters an Israeli soldier named Racha Meyer, who is in Egypt for some reason, being attacked by Egyptian soldiers in a tank. She is at first frightened by the mummy, but fortunately for her, the tank is out of its heavier munitions, so they have to resort to small arms fire, which the mummy is undamaged by. Racha uses the mummy as a shield so she can toss a grenade at them. Encanto realizes that this must be her own day of test, like his own, to prove that she has the strength to endure such hardship. Although somehow I doubt this is how Israel picks its next president. The tank is destroyed, and Racha thanks him for saving her life and helping her prove something to herself. He can't understand the words, but he understands their meaning, and she tells him to go in peace. But there can never be peace for the living mummy, as long as he remains in his current state. And perhaps we shall see if he is any closer to escaping it in our next issue.